What's going on, guys? This is going to be a trade recap for the trade I took this morning. Not only did it allow me to pass two Topstep 50K accounts, but I also made $687 in profit with my TradeStation account. As you can see, this is not a screenshot, market open, and then this is my account down here. But first things first, when I opened the chart today, without further ado, I drew out this 4-hour fair value gap that I saw we were respecting. And then I also still noticed that we are respecting bullish order flow, which is pretty much all these fair value gaps and order blocks being respected. This is the 4-hour. So I initially thought that we were going to be looking at buys today, but I dropped down to the 1-hour, and on the 1-hour, I saw that not only did we invert this fair value gap, we also inverted this one down here, right? So automatically with those two inversions, or even if we had only one inversion, I still would have flipped my bias to bearish. But since we had two, I just drew out those two. So I was looking for sells pretty much right at 8:30 when I hopped on the chart. Once I saw that this fair value gap on the 1-hour was being inverted, right? So what I was waiting for, drop down to the 15-minute, I had this high marked out, which was London high. Let me actually put this one here. And I saw that we had already swept it at 8:30 on the dot, right? So ever since then, I was waiting for this is that the same candle, but ever since then, I was waiting for some type of market structure shift. So any of these lows here be broken, to then look for an order block or a fair value gap to get in to target sells. However, it did not do that at all. So the moment that I saw this candle at 9 o'clock close above the inverted candle initially, I went to the 4-hour, and that's when the 4-hour candle had closed. Once I saw that this order block here, or this fair value gap here, was also respected on the 4-hour, and this bearish 4-hour order block, or fair value gap, sorry, was inverted, I immediately went back to my original bias, which was bullish. So once this 4-hour closed, inverted this bearish fair value gap, I automatically knew that we were going to look for buys. Now, by the time it did close above that gap, it was already 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, we did have high impact news. It was a red folder. This, I guess you can call it a manipulation candle. I was hoping to get a sweep of these lows here before we look for buys. And that's exactly what happened. We swept those lows, and we also swept these lows down here. So once I saw this candle sweep these lows, I really wanted to get in at this 15-minute order block. I drew it out in real time on the live trade that I took, and I even said those look like really good buys, but I didn't pull the trigger. I wanted to be a little bit more conservative with this trade, and I just wanted to look for more confirmation. So after it traded into the 15-minute order block and it swept these lows, I dropped down to the 1-minute. I drew out this high on the 1-minute that I was waiting for price to break, which it failed to break here. So immediately after this candle closed above that high, it's a shift in market structure, I put a buy limit at the top of this 1-minute order block, as well as fair value gap, and we got tagged in here with this candle. And if we turn this on here, you can see my entry was 21533 flat. So we can go ahead and move that up. 33 flat. I did have my stop loss right at these lows here. Oop, right at these lows here. Bottom of 15-minute order block. Why does it keep doing that? And my take profit initially, it was a 1 to 1.5. However, I wanted to be a little bit more conservative. Like I said, I don't trade on the 1 minute anymore. I only trade on the 5 minute. So on the 5 minute, what I would have seen and what I would have wanted to see was obviously some sort of high like this one form, a break of the high like we did with this candle. I would have put a limit here at this 5 minute order block, which would have been tagged in, would have been trading into it, into my direction, and then eventually hit TP wherever that 1 to 1.5 would be. But I wanted to get in on the 1 minute. I felt very confident with this shift in market structure, as well as the sweep with the low, traded into the 15-minute order block, and we inverted this 4-hour fair value gap. So those are my confluences for why I wanted to buy. I ended up taking 3 contracts right about here. So 57150. Right around there. So a little bit less than a 1 to 1. Again, it wasn't the 1 minute, so I didn't want to play around too much. I just wanted to kind of secure whatever I could. So I took out 3 contracts. It was a total of 6, and then the rest I left running to 59775, which were pretty much these highs here. That's where I took out another 2, so that was my 1 to 1.3. Immediately after I took out 3 contracts here, my stops moved to these lows. Once these 2 contracts were taken as well, I put my stops to break even, and then I left 1 contract on the micro running all the way to 2163450, which was right here. And the reason why I decided to leave it running all the way through there was because on the hour I saw these relative equal highs, and I kind of thought that that would have been a good draw on liquidity for my final targets. What is going on here? So that was some buy side liquidity there that I targeted on the 5 minute or on the 1 hour with these relative equal highs. I bought down here. Where's I bought down here and took it up there. Or where did I buy? I don't even know. Yeah, I bought down here and then I took it up to here. I wanted to target these, I really did, but I said, you know what, 1 to 2 is more than fine. We got 100 handles from that, so that's really it. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know. I'll do some more recaps for my trades. I'll also post my losing trades, and I'll recap that as well as what we could have done differently. I do live stream on YouTube. I live stream from 8:30 in the morning all the way up until I finish taking a trade, whenever time that is. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching.